Hello and welcome to Balls Knowledge, the quiz series where I take your favourite Leeds United creators and test their knowledge against one another. Now, you might have thought that this is typically the quiz that I do with a single Leeds United creator. Things are going in a little bit of a different direction this time. There was a previous version of Balls Knowledge where I asked every single individual creator their own uniquely written quiz, but there were two issues with that. One, it took me forever to write the quizzes. Two, people kept saying that things were a little bit too easy for some people and not others. A format change. And you'll have 3 lives. If you, well, not 3 lives, it's 3 strikes and you're out. How confident are we feeling?
Excited is not the word I'd use. Impromptu quizzes. No time to prep. Goes back to school and my ADHD kicks in. Of like, there's a test at the end of the week. Everything I've learned is gone the second somebody says there's a test. So yeah.
Not very, because I'm one of those people who, if I was doing it on my own and there was no pressure, I'd probably be able to do quite well. But as soon as the pressure's on, I'm like, it's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah, because my main Leeds United knowledge is from like Bielsa onwards, so there's not that many managers. Great.
Oh, my memory is so bad. So bad. Okay. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess I'll give it a go. I'll give it my best shot. That's all I can do, right?
Not very. I would have liked. I did ask. I just for everybody watching. I did ask for a bit of a topic, I suppose, or a bit of an idea of what's going on, and I didn't get anything from you, Joe. So I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm not going to lie.
For context, every single person I've recorded with so far, and I will be recording with, I've not told that this is a quiz. I've just asked, can you hop on for a quick 10 to 15 minute recording? And we'll see what direction it tends to go, shall we? The very first topic that we're going to do is, can you list as many Leeds United managers as possible in reverse chronological order? You've got 3 lives. Well, you can get 2 wrong. 3 strikes and you're out. And a very specific adjustment on this rule is you don't need to name caretakers, but if you do, I'll give you a bonus point for it. And that can matter if there's some people that match the number of managers that you've got. In terms of permanent managers, Leeds United have had 40. And let's see how it goes, shall we? Hi, Editing Joe here. Just in case you are curious, all of the full versions of these recordings will be available on my YouTube channel members page. If you're not a member yet, it's 99p a month and you get a bunch of exclusive stuff and early videos and all that kind of shebang. Yeah, hop over to it. And let's start naming some managers.
Okay. So starting with the current manager, Daniel Farke.
Okay, Daniel Farke.
Daniel Farke.
So, Daniel Farke.
Daniel Farke.
Sam Allardyce.
And before that, Sam Allardyce.
Sam Allardyce.
Sam Allardyce.
Sam Allardyce. Harry Gracia.
Javi Gracia, yep.
Gracia.
Javi Gracia.
Javi Gracia.
Then we have Javi Gracia.
Javi Gracia.
Javi Gracia.
Javi Gracia.
Of course, Jesse Marsh.
Before that was Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh.
Then before that we have caretaker manager of Scoobs.
We do.
Then obviously Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh.
Marcelo Bielsa.
Marcelo Bielsa. Yes.
And nothing else happened before him, so everything, that's it. You're done.
Was Marcelo Bielsa.
Marcelo Bielsa.
Marcelo Bielsa.
The big one, the good one, the one where you can just end the list there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, let's give in. Just give me all the points for that one. But
Bielsa. The Lord and Saviour.
Who did we have before Marcelo? It was just a ton of crap. Heckenbottom.
then we're going to go with Heckingbottom.
Heckingbottom was the one before Marcelo Bielsa.
Before that was Hecky.
Paul Heckingbottom.
Paul Heckingbottom. Just as a further warning, if you get them out of order, that's a life lost.
Okay. I haven't got one out of order yet.
You've not got one out of order yet. No.
This is where it gets very dicey.
This is where it gets difficult.
Thomas Christensen.
That's your first strike.
Yeah. Surely it wasn't Hecky. Was it Hecky?
I feel
We'll
like if you
go-
look at the screen, then you were trying to read my face as to whether or not it was Hecky.
Yeah, I basically was. We'll go Paul Heckingbottom.
It was Paul Heckingbottom.
Okay. Now is it Christensen?
Now it's Christensen. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, who was before Hecky? There's a few names floating around in my head at the moment.
This is where it's going to get tricky. Was it Milanic? Darko Milanic? No.
It was not Darko Milanic. That is your first strike.
Thomas Christensen.
Thomas Christensen was indeed before Hecky.
Gary Monk.
Isn't the next
Ooh.
answer. So that's your first of your strikes.
See, this is what's going to get me. I think I'm going to be done here. I don't remember who was between him and Heckingbottom. Christensen?
Christensen. Yep.
Then Gary Monk.
Then Gary Monk.
So I'm going to say Hockaday? Is that way before? Is that right? It wasn't Thomas Christensen, was it? Thomas Christensen.
Is the correct answer.
And then Gary Monk.
And then Gary Monk.
I can't remember his name. Christensen?
Christensen. Yep.
Then Milanic.
Then not Milanic.
I've lost 2 strikes to Milanic.
That's
God
2
damn it.
strikes of Milanic.
I have to say him again at some point as well.
Gary Monk.
Gary Monk is the next on the list. Yeah.
Nice.
I want to say one was called Steve. But I can't remember his second name.
We do have a few good blokey names in this little bit of a run.
Blokey name.
No, but you know what I mean,
Um,
like the sort of pub man name. Yeah.
Yeah. Evans. Is his name Evans? Steve Evans. We'll go for Steve Evans.
That is a second strike.
Ugh, I feel like I'm going to really kick myself.
Was it Monk before him? No, it wasn't, because it was a stack of managers came in back to back. It was Gary Monk. It was Gary Monk.
Nope, that's it. I'm going to have to pass. That third strike.
No guesses at all. No just names of random Leeds managers from the past.
Neil Warnock.
I'm afraid that is the third strike. And that is you out of this edition of Balls Knowledge.
Oh, God, this is very, very tough, this one. And I think I know it. I think it was this. Do I know it? I don't think I do.
Wow. I'm going to go Darko Milanic.
Was not the next
Okay.
in the order.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Steve Evans.
It is Steve Evans.
I think he was a caretaker manager. I'm going to go Redford.
It was not Redfern immediately before Gary Monk. So that's your second strike.
Okay, and I just want to say Milanic now, even though it's not, probably not Milanic. Who did we sack? It was the end of a season. Steve Evans.
Oh, before Gary Monk. Steve Evans?
Was the manager before Gary Monk.
That's correct. Bloody hell.
Joe, give me a hand here, man. It's painful.
You're trying to read my face. To be clear for the viewer, this is the 5th of these I'm recording, and no one's gotten hints. It's deep in the Cholino pit.
Yeah, it is, and I don't think I'm going to get it, Joe. I think I might have to hang up my boots. I might have to have. I'll probably have a guess because of the pre-season thing. 15, 16. The pre-season. Steve Evans.
So what have I just said? Steve
Just
Evans.
said Steve Evans.
Before that, is it Neil Redfern?
It was not Neil Redfern immediately before Steve Evans. Because you're on your last strike, I'm going to sort of let you lock in an answer. You can think out loud. I'm not going to
So with Steve Evans, I'm going to say Darko Milanic next.
Still not Milanic yet.
Do I say Milanic again? I just ruined the whole thing. Fuck it, Darko Milanic.
It was not Darko Milanic. You were...
Oh, wow. Neil Redfern?
And I'm afraid that's your third strike.
Wow, okay.
It's not Neil Redfern.
Okay. Well, I have mentioned Hockaday before, and I can't. No one else is springing to mind at the moment, so I'm gonna say Hockaday.
Are you locking in Hock?
Yes.
David Hockaday. Thanks, Arlo. Is not the manager
See, that's what
that
happens when
came
you lock in the
before.
Hock.
And then it was Rosler before that, or Redfern. Wait, was it Rosler or Redfern? Was it Rod? I'm going to go. Rosler wasn't here very long. So yeah, Rosler was before then, and then it was Redfern.
And then it was Redfern.
Yeah, on a permanent basis. That wasn't when he actually did the. He wasn't in the caretaker role then. That was the Slovakian fella whose name escapes me, or Slovenian, or whatever he was. Shit! I am proper lost here, and I know who he is, and I cannot think of his name whatsoever. Darko Milanic.
Darko Milanic is on the list. Yep.
McDermott was around here somewhere. We had quite a few in 2014, if I remember rightly. I'm also thinking there's the PE teacher to go in there at some stage, and I don't know whereabouts he's going to come into it either. So I'm going to go and just randomly select that Hockaday is next, because I think we probably had. I think Redfern was probably before Hockaday.
Hockaday is the next permanent manager on the list. Yep.
Is the next one a caretaker manager or a permanent manager? Can I ask you that or not?
There is a caretaker before the next permanent manager.
And that's Redfern then.
I'm afraid that is going to have to be the third strike. You have found the one caretaker management period in all of that mess that was not Redfern.
Who was it?
It was, I'm going to have to find his name here, Nigel Gibbs, who managed a single
How many
match
games did he? Oh, that's harsh.
after the Brian McDermott sacking fiasco.
Yeah, a bit good with that.
So, Luke, we had a little bit of a chat earlier. You went through your balls knowledge run, and you thought you did pretty okay, right?
I did better than I expected. I think probably my memory is a little bit better than I give myself credit for.
Well, I can tell you right now that with a score of 13 out of 40, if we're counting the caretakers, then it's more than 40, but fine, 13 out of 40, you are the new balls knowledge champion, taking the crown from Evie. Hey, there's no
Evie did really
literal
well.
crown. No, Evie won the last series.
Well, I finished second that series, didn't I? Unfortunately.
But
Joint
there we go.
second,
We've
I
got a
think.
rivalry going now. It's great.
Yeah. Has Evie been on yet?
Yes, Evie has been on.
So I'm already going to beat her on this one. Yes.
Absolutely. It's because I'm recording them all today, and then I'm going to edit them together into one video, so you're all on at the same
Brilliant.
time, weirdly, which is quite fun.
Yeah, wicked.
So yeah, how are we feeling as our new champion? Do you have anyone you want to call out? Do you have any fears for future topics?
I think I'm happy with that. I can't believe I managed to get 13 with only 3 errors. It was really, really tough. Do you know? I found I did when I do you know what I did? I thought about kits in my head when I was struggling, and it was the kits that threw me. And then when I got to the 2014, because I knew we went through a mental stage, I just couldn't get them the right way around, the people. But yeah, really chuffed with that. I think any more than take some beating with that. There will be people, if you're going to get people like stats on, that will do them all probably in reverse and then front forward, then spell their names and then tell you the names of their kids. But yeah, I'm more than happy with that. I'm a little bit gutted I didn't get McDermott because I have actually interviewed Brian and talked about his time at Leeds as well. So yeah, a little bit gutted I didn't get him, but yeah, it was the red herring of the caretaker that threw me and Gibbs.
It was the
in there.
billion red ferns.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he probably caretaker. He's about 4 or 5 times on that list, maybe, and then
He
a permanent one as well.
was a caretaker 4 different times. No,
Yeah.
caretaker 3 different times and a permanent manager.
Permanent ones, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that. More than happy. Take that. We'll see. Do I want to call anybody out? I think if you've already spoken to Wayman, other than him, no, mate. I'm more than actually JT, get JT on here. Let's hear his balls knowledge.
I'll get JT on the next episode then. So,
Perfect.
thank you for watching. Thank you for taking part, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like the video, subscribe, become a channel member. That's always really appreciated. I'm gonna release the full unedited footage to channel members, which should be great fun. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.
Cheers.